everybody. It's the 8th of January 2023 and we're going through the spare debacle right at this moment in time. Harry's doing some interviews that are airing later today. The one with Anderson Cooper's airing in America, and they've got the one with ITV as well as doing some late night shows on America and Good Morning America. So I want to see and what we can pick up around the energy around the interviews and see if we can get anything from that, as well as picking up any energy currently around Harry. So we're going to have a look into that for you today. Before I begin though, we have had some new subscribers overnight, so welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you all to my regulars, and thank you very much to the emotional support Coven. You guys rock. Thank you. So let's have a look into this. This is the energy around the interviews. How is it going to go? Is he going to be... What's it going to do? Okay, so we've got the Four of Cups there, and he's going to come across straight away as petulant, childish, not being able to see the good for the bad, not being responsive to positive change, not being responsive to things that are handed to him. And what's crossing him is the Five of Cups here. So it's all about moving away and having to move on. And he seems to, it'll come across that he's stuck in this kind of cycle of woe is me and self-pity and yeah, backwards and forwards. And sometimes the cards are just very, very, very direct. So here we have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is above. The Hierophant would show institutions like government, monarchy, things like that. So he will be talking about a lot about the monarchy. And I don't think he's not going to mention the government as well. He is going to come at all of it, all the institutions. And what's underneath him is... around this interview is he's going to be entrapped by his own words with the Eight of Swords there. So everyone's going to find out a little bit about what this man is made of from this interview. And with regards to the petulance, I don't think it's going to come off well. It's not necessarily going to come across as a place of love and goodwill. What's leaving the situation? The Emperor in reverse. This is very much targeted at his father. It's targeted at the monarchy. These interviews are done, of course, since the Queen's passed. And he's really feeling like he can just come out and swing for everyone. He's definitely daddy issues coming through with the Emperor. He's coming after structure. He's coming after the monarchy. He's coming after all of those things. This will be evident in the interview. King of Pentacles. Well, this is what's going to be coming out of it. Is he wants to look triumphant. He would be a Virgo. And we're asking around the interview. So yeah, it's going to show up him. There's the Nine of Cups again for him. And the Nine of Cups shows that, look what I've got. I've got all of these wonderful things. I'm very celebratory, very smug. This is exactly playing out how he wants it to play out with the interviews anyway. We've got the Four of Wands in reverse there, which shows foundation marriages. Things not being as stable as they would be around him, around the Nine of Cups. So I think he's very kind of like going to come across as very smug, triumphantism, and seeming to be just kind of self-pitying in a way that he refuses to move on. The Ten of Swords. Now, and the Knight of Discs in reverse. Okay, so It's not going to plan out too well, this whole interview. The 10 of Swords and the Knight of Discs. What he's hoping for is to remove those swords from his back. What you've got here, the Knight of Discs in the future. Yes, he's going to come out for a little bit. It's going to drive his money. It's going to drive his bling. He's going to get a payday out of this, guys. A real big payday. But we've got the Knight of Discs coming up in the future, which shows that things are going to unravel. Things are not going to be as grounded, and he's going to come out as immature and ungenerous and very kind of conceited, because the discs, remember, are earth signs. Earth signs will come through as Virgo, Capricorn and Taurus, and he is a Virgo. So yeah, he's going to make some bank, but it's in the long term, he's going to look petulant, childish and ungrounded and unappreciative of things. Now, let me just have a look and see. So that's just the reading around the interview. This is entrangled and trapped by his own words. Let's have a look, see how Harry thinks the interview's going and has gone, and see if we can find out a bit more about it. So 2 of Wands, interviewing, working with others, building bonds, fiery passions, leaning into that. This guy's kind of really self-absorbed, and I don't mean that in a allegedly for entertainment purposes only. I don't mean that in an like averagely self-absorbed. I'm like really self-absorbed. Really self-absorbed. We've got the King of Coins crossing him, which is Pentacles, which come through as him, like I said, Virgo. 2 of Wands, this is like friction, I suppose, with him and Meghan. They're very circled in on each other. They're very in together. They're very together in the sense that they are in a doom spiral. All they can focus on is what's going on in around their world and what people are saying about them. They are just doom scrolling on social media. What's above the situation? Knight of Wands. In reverse, he's going to come across, and he's doing this out of anger, out of spite. He's being badly advised. Whoever this Knight of Wands character is really wanting him to burn all those bridges and burn everything down. And he's coming from a place of anger, and he's coming from a place of spitefulness, and he's coming from a place of jealousy. And this is just going to be turning things around for him. He's just not going to be... No, what's underneath the situation? The Empress. The Empress. He really, 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 really thinks that Meghan's like some kind of incarnation of his mother. And if not Meghan, then he thinks Lilibet is. He's got to take things. He's just like, the monarchy's rubbish, but my mother is mine and mine alone. So he's dismissing and tarnishing things and destroying things. He wants everybody to believe that Meghan is Diana, that Lilibet is Diana, that the women in his life are, that he thinks positively of, are saints and would do nothing. Yeah, and have basically saved him from this horrific institution. Yeah. Knight of Swords coming in reverse. You've got this frustration, you've got this anger. He's coming in a little bit too quickly. He's charging on in, he's doing some things. I wonder what we're going to get, some things in the interview. That could be the book being released early, you know. That could be stuff being leaked early. I say leaked in inverted commas. Very, very, very kind of like charging on in and laying the groundwork here. He's not going to come out of this, I don't think, looking too good. Guys, let's see what this one is. We have the Star in reverse. Interesting. So this is going to definitely change his world. Of course, the Star upright is a very positive card. You get a lot of energy, but this is inviting some energy in that is going to be disruptive. Now, the Star is this card of Aquarius. It can be quite cold. It can be quite almost alien in a way. He is going to find that though everything will seem great book launch day with the sales, things are going to kind of fall down a bit from there on in. We have the Chariot in reverse there. Yeah. There is an energy around them that has come through quite often, and that is the Chariot in reverse, where they're getting pulled and left and right, and they don't know. He's kind of like all over the shop. And while you've got this very self-satisfied smugness, this kind of glibness around the interview, which can also relate to, with the Nine of Cups, which can also relate to, well, they've got everything, yet they still complain. The Chariot is pulling things away and charging things. I feel like he is in two minds about certain things. Like, whoever's advising them and what's surrounding him, rich, wealthy family. Yeah, this is all going to be about how awful the royal family is and the institutions are of the country, and how badly he's been done by. We have the Six of Wands here. What he's worried about and what drives him the most is his seem to fall from glory. This is a card that comes out for him a lot. And there's the Eight of Swords. He's going to get entrapped by his own words, guys. He's going to get himself wound into some bad legal energy here. Things are not going to come as quick as well as... Things are not going to happen as well as he thinks they're going to happen. I think the initial punch after the interviews and after the book launch, and then it's going to start to unravel. He's really in two minds and kind of up and down. There's this anger around him as well. This is real kind of anger, and this is what he's going for, is the royal family, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. So let's have a look and see how this interview will impact the royal family. They're waiting. It's about control, money coming in, money coming out. They are just sitting back and bringing things in and just kind of keeping a tight ship here with the Four of Pentacles. This is all about control. The information that comes in, the information that goes out. With regards to the royal family, remember, image is their currency. Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay. So Harry is going to come across as very immature, emotionally volatile and damaged against the royal family with the Knight of Cups there. Knight of Pentacles above. Again, Harry is going to really bash in his reputation. And I'm not just saying that because of the books leaks. These are the cards that are being dealt. This is going to land really, really kind of badly for him. Yeah, King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. I think they're done with Harry, to be honest. I know we'll get the whole kind of recollections may vary and all of that stuff. And of course they'll invite him to the coronation or whatever, but they are really done with him. The Knight of Pentacles, which shows that even though he's nearly 38, he's nearly 30, he's actually nearly 40, that they are still viewing him as being immature and acting out. They have got the King of Pentacles in reverse underneath. Like I said before, Virgo here, so Harry would be relating to both of them. The Knight of Cups, not necessarily so much to Harry, but definitely his image. He was very Knight of Cups upright when he was a bit of a Jack the Lad, one for the ladies. You know, enjoyed all those substances, and all of this image and everything, they really are taking a dim view of him. They really think he's one, disruptive, and he's on the road to kind of ruin. He's just showing off, strutting around the place, and he's making a noise. He's waving it in everyone's face. And the King of Pentacles in reverse shows that, yeah, they're really, really unhappy. Like, really unhappy. They think he's being an absolute fool. What they were going for before all of this was trying to set some healthy boundaries with him. Just say, look, you know where I am. This is it. That's it. And they're trying to put the defensive up and trying to be measured. I don't think we're going to get a response just judging off these. Well, I don't know. I haven't need to pull the rest of the cards. But from what they've tried to do, it's the Judgment. Nine of Pentacles, okay. So with the Nine of Pentacles there, they are just going to look graceful. They're going to just, it's interesting that in this Nine of Pentacles, the lady is reading a book. I feel like they're just going to take it all in with good grace and just treat it like a petulant child having a tantrum. I think that's what they're going to do, guys. They're just going to let him go on and on and on. Strength is what's surrounding them. Okay. And the King of Swords around them. So this could be the attacks. So with the Strength card there, I do feel like they'll be leaning in on the faith, especially when you've got Judgment coming back there. And this, the Nine of Pentacles there, I really do think they're being pragmatic. I think they're seeing this as just a kind of a hissy fit, a showing off, rather than anything else. They just think he's unwell, basically. With the King of Swords surrounding them, that would suggest to me that they're aware someone's playing dirty. This could be a lawyer. This could be somebody who is they need to watch out a little bit for that. There's somebody around them who's not quite who he says he is, which is weird. The Seven of Cups choices. There's just that much noise. There's just that many things about with everything that Harry says. There's so much disinformation in a way, and information and oversharing to the point where, like, sometimes people over exaggerate, and sometimes a lie can be told by the given too much detail. And there is that, but I think they're just gonna, like, and there's the Chariot in reverse. Okay, at the current trajectory, they are going to get dragged along by this. They need to do, that's weird, they need to do something. Because we've got the King of Swords there and the Chariot in reverse, both in reversals, there's somebody around them who is not who they say he is. He may well have been vetted and everything, but his intentions are not good. And he may well be advising them they are going to get dragged further into stuff. I feel there's going to be some blowback from the book for not necessarily saying stuff. I think that kind of just to let it burn out strategy is, it's hard to say, isn't it? You don't know. You just don't know, because Harry, Henry, whatever, seems very kind of loose and unhinged and in his feelings. He seems very thin-skinned, and that's just my opinion from sitting looking at it all. But I think the royal family, you're going to get dragged anyway, like, into this, and you're going to get further dragged into it somehow. I don't know what that's about. We'll have to have a look into that separately with the Chariot in reverse and the King of Swords, but there's definitely someone around them who is definitely not going to do the royal family any favours and further drag them into this somehow, if that makes sense. Somebody might know. Leave that in the comments down below, but overall, he's not going to come out well from the interviews. It's going to help his book sales in the initial punch of what the cards are saying, and then it's all downhill from there. And he's going to get himself tied up with some legal things somehow, and with the Knight of Discs in reverse, his image is going to look more unstable. Yeah, he's going to really, really show himself to be what the royal family kind of know him to be. There's going to be more revealed, and the Chariot in reverse there, it's just going to get, everyone's going to get dragged left, right and centre with this. Yeah, the royal family know, though, need to check who the kind of is around them and advising them on this, because whoever it is just, I don't know, man, something's not right. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Okay, guys, what do you think of all the cards? Is there anything you'd like to add? Anything you'd like to take away from that? Any readings you'd like? I don't just do royal family. I can do celebrity readings, world events, things like that as well. Thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate you guys' time. And I shall see you in the next one, guys. Bye, everyone.